I think the biggest change is the self-perception. When I started looking into what the European Union is and does, there was a very strong self-confidence that Europe or the European Union is a global power. When we now look at the numbers, this rather looks like a retirement home that shrinks to something like 7% of the global population. We are still representing 500 million people, but these people are rapidly aging and the number of Europeans is shrinking. As I said before, migration might fix the one or the other problem, but there are also problems that come with migration that doesn't necessarily strengthen the ability of the European Union to face the challenges of the 21st century, but it's rather an additional problem that needs to be addressed in necessary infrastructure for integration or signing international agreements to send people back who illegally arrive in the European Union, applying for asylum but don't meet the criteria. There are supply chain problems with a number of products or raw materials that the European Union doesn't have. So the general perception is there's a reason to be more modest, and we become much more condition takers, and we can be moderators in international conflicts, but we don't play an active role. First and foremost, because we didn't prepare for this. The European Union has always been much more an economic and a civic power than like soft power compared with a provider of hard power. European citizens don't show a strong appetite to be a military force, which is fine because you can use the money to develop sophisticated welfare systems. But to what extent this is sustainable in the changing demography and in the changing conditions of climate change, that remains to be seen. So it needs a lot of changes and reforms, not only technically on the ground, but also in understanding what the major challenges are within the European Union.